and welcome to this new chapter, Sources of Energy. In this chapter, we shall study the various sources of energy available on our planet Earth and why we need to conserve them. So let's start. So in class 9th, we learned the law of conservation of energy, which stated that energy can neither be created and nor be destroyed. So if this energy can neither be created nor destroyed, then why do we talk so much about energy crisis? This riddle can be solved by the next line of the statement, that is, that energy comes in different forms and can be converted from one form to another. So for understanding this, let's take the example of a bulb. So the energy conversion in a bulb is from the electrical energy, the energy is converted into light energy. But only less than 25% of the total electrical energy gets converted into light energy. Then where does the rest of the energy go? So this energy is converted into heat energy and it is released in the environment. This leads to a lot of waste of energy. Thus, energy in the usable form is dissipated to the surroundings in less useful forms. Hence, any source of energy which we use to do work is consumed and it cannot be used again. We shall cover this entire chapter in 3 parts. In this first video, we shall cover the introduction, what is a good source of energy, and the classification of sources of energy. In the second video, we shall cover the conventional sources of energy, and in the third video, we shall cover the non-conventional sources of energy and the environmental consequences of overusing the energy sources. So first, let us start with understanding what is a good source of energy. So a good source of energy is one which would do a large amount of work per unit volume or mass, which would be easily accessible, which would be easy to transport and store, and lastly, which would be economical, that means it would be cheap. So now let us see how do we classify the sources of energy. So all the sources of energy are classified into 2 types, conventional sources and non-conventional sources. So the conventional sources of energy are those which have been used since the ancient times. The major portion of our energy requirement is met by them. The example of conventional resources are fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum and natural gas, hydro energy, biomass energy and wind energy. Similarly, the example of non-conventional or alternative resources are solar energy, geothermal energy, energy from the sea and the nuclear energy. And the non-conventional or alternative sources, they are the new sources of energy developed with appropriate technological input, and they are not used extensively in the current time. We shall discuss the conventional and non-conventional sources in detail in the part 2 and part 3 videos of this chapter, and the links have been provided in the description box. Thank you.